Hey fam, welcome back. Appreciate you being here. On June 30th, my time in St. Louis is over. Almost everything is packed, as you can see. Not a lot left. And that's kind of sad, obviously, but I'm also extremely happy, not only with what's coming, but with what has happened. The last 11 years have been insane. A lot has happened. I got married. I threw out the first pitch at a Cardinals game. I took my family to Hawaii. I got to talk to Taylor Swift, met 21 Pilots, and made this kid's dream come true. And speaking of Keaton, I made one of the best friends in my life. Coolest kid ever. I know I skipped all the hard stuff, like before he was 5. I came in with the Legos and the Star Wars and the video games, kind of my wheelhouse, but it worked out. I looked back and noticed that we got to work with National Hockey League, Major League Baseball, the NFL. We made some pretty cool stuff with like Fred Bird and Ozzie Smith. We hosted national televised concerts. In the span of the last 11 years, we got to work with some of the biggest artists in country music, met some really big stars, and have been very lucky to do some very cool things. I am so very grateful for all of that. I realize I came to St. Louis chasing a dream. I always had that dream. I started as an intern in 1997 at a radio station, and I always wanted to do a morning show in a big city. I came to St. Louis chasing a dream, and I ended up living one. And you never take the time while you're in it to enjoy it. So if there's any advice I would give to you while you're grinding on whatever that is, and it's your main focus, and you got just stop for a second to realize how lucky you are to do it. Because I should have done that more. I should have probably brought down my level of I must and increased my level of this is awesome, because I'm very lucky. I have been very lucky. But when you do set out to chase your dream, you put a lot of anxiety on yourself. You have high expectations of yourself, right? And now I feel like I am free of that burden and happier because of it. I'm free of the burden of what I was supposed to be, and am now just content being Mason, husband to Alicia, stepdad to Keaton, son of Tom and Barb. I know who I am. That's what I learned in this last 10 years. I know who I am, and I'm content being just me. I don't want anybody's job. I'm not jealous of anybody's career. I'm so lucky and so content with what I have right now that I'm pretty sure I'm about to go to work for $11 an hour. That's minimum wage, right? I don't even care. Have I been successful? What's your definition of success? Is it money? Because if you look at me going into a job taking $11 an hour, you might think I'm crazy. In Chicago, we were only there for 3 years. We made almost $1 million. The last 10 years have been very good to us. Do I have any of that money left? Absolutely not. I heard a song once. And you know white people get money, don't spend it. And I took that personally. I understand that I'm lucky to have had a job during the pandemic. I don't want anyone to think that I'm taking that for granted, but I think it gave me, and I think a lot of people, time to reflect on what's really important, what really means the most to you. And for me, being away from my family and chasing a dream for 10 years that doesn't seem to balance for me. I wanted to do a morning show in a big city, and I did it. I wanted to have some rare life experiences, and I know I have the proof that I did that. And I only wish that I wasn't so tied up in what I wanted to do or what I was supposed to be, that I would have been able to just enjoy it and relax. That was hard for me. I was there fulfilling my destiny, my calling. I was here now to do what I had been put on this earth to do. And I did it, I think. Or did I? Maybe I'm still doing it. Am I doing it right now? Is this it? Or was that it? Or is it still coming? I know I will not miss that feeling that I was putting on myself. And if it took this last year, if it took whatever it took to get me to realize that, then I'm glad that happened. Not just for me, but for everyone else involved. I also will not miss the hot, humid, 100-degree days at a concert that I'm not even gonna go see. A lot of people thought that we got paid to go to concerts. No, it's just extra. They could say it's part of your salary, it's part of your job. But there was no extra in it for me. If I wanted to see Brad Paisley for the 45th time, yeah, I guess I could have got free tickets for that, but I'd much rather have given them to literally anybody who enjoyed it. Everybody wanted to get backstage. This is the craziest thing to me. Every radio person wants to get a picture with an artist, and I don't care. It's not about me. Doesn't matter if I know Chris Stapleton. It matters if you can meet Chris Stapleton. I'm not here to get a cool picture for you. I'm here to get you a cool picture of you and them. It blows my mind how many times I've seen people fight to meet artists that they don't even care about. It's just a social media post for them. I don't care about that. I'd much rather like a listener who loves the artist gets to meet them. I will give up my meet and greet and my tickets if I can make that happen. And I don't understand why it doesn't happen more. But I do kind of think some of the reason that radio people got into radio is to meet famous people and look cool. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. I actually have written a lot down about the music industry, concerts, live music, and the whole experience as it relates to radio. Like, I love it, don't get me wrong. Live music is amazing, but the way that it works, the machine, Nashville, radio, I'll talk about it in a future video. But for now, just know it's not what you think. I wrote that all down when I came home from my last day at work, and I heard a song from one of my favorite bands, and I remember thinking, I used to love going to concerts. I used to love going to see my favorite bands. I used to love having fun, not caring about what's going on around me, dancing with my friends, that whole thing. But for the last decade, that's been work. You go to a concert to meet people that are listening, to meet other people in the industry, to form relationships, network with them, and maybe then you'll be able to provide those listeners with another meet and greet because you have that relationship established. This is radio, right? Music. This is business. I got like 3-4 alcoholics in my family. I'm not exactly trying to get wasted all the time anymore. I'm worried about it, to be honest. I'm worried about a lot of you. You know who I'm talking to. But I can tell you I am very much looking forward to that feeling of enjoying a concert because it's a show that I want to see and not one that I'm being forced to go to for work. I'll tell you real quick about the last concert that I enjoyed. It was the Foo Fighters in St. Louis. And we only went because we had got tickets that were left over from some contest, a winner who didn't pick them up. We didn't plan for it. We just went, saw an amazing show, and left before the end. We didn't build it up. It wasn't anything less than we thought it would be because it was just happening. And that's the lesson I've learned over time. Planning, prepping, being anxious about, looking forward to, all of that doesn't serve me. I just have to go and do it. And hopefully it'll be great. As for where I am right now, I'm in a pretty empty house. Just about everything is in a pod. And if you're watching this after June 30th, I don't live here anymore. But I've kind of spent the last couple of weeks here just kind of alone, packing things, stuffing it in there. It's like a Tetris game. Have you ever put your whole life into a box and then watched it drive away and hope that it doesn't fall off the truck? How do they keep track of which one is which? Did I leave my gas can in there? Anyway, I'm excited because what's next is Employment Watch 2021. What's gonna happen? You know, I almost clickbaited you with that. Got an employment update, and then I was gonna tell you that Keaton had an interview. Yeah, this kid might be making more money than I am next month. But I don't want you to worry about us. Over the last 11 years, like I said, it's been amazing. We've got money in the bank. I could honestly not work for probably the next year if I didn't want to, but I can't do that because I've got these hands. And they want to make things. So here we are. I appreciate you watching. In the next video, I will have an update about where we are, my next job, and lots more to share. But for now, things are very fluid. I don't have a schedule just yet. As far as I know, I think I'm putting my computer and desk into our walk-in closet because we don't have a ton of room in the townhome that I'm moving to. So we're also looking for a larger space for me, the wife, and the kiddo. And I can't be more excited about it. You have no idea how bright the future looks from this perspective. And to be fair, I'm not someone who can really stick to a schedule when it comes to creativity. It feels forced. If you're like, new videos every week, then I have to go, oh God, what am I gonna do this week? And that's not how I wanna operate. Not now. I don't even have a job. Don't tell me when I need to do things. When I have something to share, I'll share it. In the meantime, if you're subscribed, you'll get the notifications if you hit the bell. If you like and comment on the video as well, it'll help out with the algorithm and help get the video seen by more people. I've got some really great ideas, some things I'd love to be able to do in the future, but it's gonna take time. I feel like we're in the building phase right now before I can fully lay out everything that I have planned. Plus, like I said, I'm disassembling all the computers and everything here in the next 24 hours, so I don't even know when or if I'll be able to hook them up properly. I think I'm realizing that I'm kind of using this as a bit of a journal so I can keep track of where my head is during my life. I hope I'll look back on it fondly. And I hope I'll be able to share some things that are going on in my life as well. Some things that you may have missed. My proposal, my wedding videos. My parents are having their 50th wedding anniversary coming up in October. Holler at me if you're around the Michigan area. I'll be around. I think the second half of 2021 is going to be pretty good. So come along with me for the ride. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Thanks for putting up with me. And I hope to see you again soon.